Ohanaeze youth praised Nnamdi for educating Justice Nyako, lawyer of Awomolo, on rudiments of Nigerian law. Ibuayaka alleged that the presiding judge, Justice Binta Nyako, is under the influence of the federal government led by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The Apex Pan-Igbo Socio-Cultural Youth Organization Ohanaeze Youth Council (OYC) has installed the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra (IPOB) Nnamdi for educating Justice Binta Nyako and the council for the Nigerian government. Mr. Solomon Adegboyega Awomolo's son on the rudiment of law concerning his trial. Speaking to newsmen after a federal high court in Abuja denied Kanu bail on Tuesday, May 21st, 2024, the National President General of OYC, Comrade Ibuayaka, alleged that the presiding judge, Justice Binta Nyako, is under the influence of the federal government led by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The facial expressions of Justice Binta Nyako in the courtroom when Nnamdi lambasted and educated her and Mr. Solomon Adegboyega Awomolo's son on the fundamental rules of the law show that President Bola Tinubu has given negative instructions to Justice Binta Nyako over the court case of Nnamdi, he said. Ibuayaka had recounted that the Supreme Court was silent on granting bail to Kanu but was very vocal in condemning Operation Python dance of the federal government in 2017 that claimed the lives of over 200 civilians. He recalled that the Apex Court also condemned the abduction of Kanu in Kenya and noted that the IPOB leader did not jump bail but fled Nigeria due to the attack by the military. It is unfortunate that Binta Nyako is not making any reference to the judgment of the Supreme Court, but believing and declaring that Nnamdi jumped bail contrary to the legal provision of the Supreme Court judgment. It is obvious that Justice Binta Nyako relied on the teleguided script of the federal government led by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to decide the bail application of Nnamdi filed by the lead counsel barrister Aloy Ejimako, Ibuayaka stated. Ibuayaka commended Kanu's braveness and doggedness in court for educating Justice Nyako and Awomolo's son, stating that the provision of Section 2, subsection 3F of Terrorism Prevention and Prevention Act of Federal Republic of Nigeria implies that attempting to try Nnamdi by federal government is purely committing act of terrorism. According to him, it is clear that Kanu was kidnapped in Kenya by the government in collaboration with the Kenyan government, thereby breaching international and local laws. He said that means that Kanu cannot be tried in any court of competent jurisdiction in Nigeria. He said, and I quote, "The way Nnamdi was abducted, smuggled to Nigeria, there was no window of law to commence trial. For such trial by Justice Binta Nyako will lead to legal somersault of Nigeria to the diplomatic treaty they signed with Kenya. This is why Justice Binta Nyako has been instructed by President Bola Tinubu to keep delaying Nnamdi court case, the same delay tactics employed by President Muhammadu Buhari, but this delay is more dangerous to the existence of Nigeria than the fear that they have about Nnamdi Kanu. It is obvious that the Nnamdi abduction in Kenya is similar to the abduction of Ohanaeze Dikko in Britain on July 5, 1984, but the British government followed that illegal arrest on the 6th of July, citing the breach of diplomatic law and stopped the move to bring Alhaji Ohanaeze Dikko back to Nigeria. It is therefore regrettable and a demonstration of illegality and mockery to international law that even the British government and Kenyan government convene and abducted Nnamdi because he is an Igbo man. This is the empirical evidence that to be an Igbo man in Nigeria is a very Herculean task and a life-threatening task than to use legs to cross Atlantic Ocean. Ibuayaka urged President Tinubu to know that stretching Kanu case further may turn Nigeria to another Haiti. He said, and I quote, "It is therefore necessary for the federal government led by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to discontinue the executive rascality and impunity of former President Muhammadu Buhari and speedily grant a political solution to Nnamdi case and grant him unconditional release as a viable means to national restoration of peace and stability in Nigeria." Now, when this man came in, when Tinubu came in, and immediately they started dragging Tinubu and all that, I was saying we should give him time. Now, if he don't, they drag leg, so we would not say what thing they do not true. And sincerely, not true. There is nothing you will tell me. This man that has been there, what are you keeping him there for? What are you keeping him there for? There are lots and thousands of reasons that I want to say. But I've said these things in the past. The Southeast people, what's it called? The Southeast presidency, a lot of things. These things are more than meets to the eye. It is bigger, it is far more bigger than Nnamdi Kanu. I tell you, when they court before for this country, don't talk, say you are free and acquitted. They don't free you to go. Now, mistaken do. No, just have check them. A competent court of jurisdiction for this same country don't talk, say you are free and acquitted of all charges, and then they can't still keep you. It doesn't make any sense. I don't envy this man. No. Do you know what it means to be confined to a place? Only one day if you're confined to a place, do you know the kind of damage? You stay one place, you did not, the only thing keeping you sane is if a day, is maybe you exercise your body. You exercise, but if you are confined to a place one day, not this one, not voluntarily now, you don't have anything to pass your mind with, you don't have that thing, if you make person run mental. Now that you go know the importance of relationship. You don't have your phone with you, you don't have nothing to communicate. Even with your phone self go, it's hard because it gets time you go stay alone, you go do depressed. Now when you go outside, go meet people, now they go brighten you up, no matter how introverted you are as a person. So it's not fair. Whatever they good is worth doing well. You know, make the Nigerian government look into this matter. Release this man. This man don't stay there for long. Since 2021, this is 2024. You are not persecuting him. He did not commit any offense according to your law. Why don't you let him go? What is your fear? Why won't you let him go? The thing is, the more you keep him there and saying, make you not keep him there, you go reach time where you go reach the waiting go make you not go bring out. They go say they don't to keep him. They go say they don't to keep him for inside there, so they don't know what thing go do if he come outside. Now waiting now, that is going to be the excuse very soon, because 365 days times 3 times and make you know 365 days times 3 times 3 years. That is almost 1,000 days, and you can imagine. No. Alright, on this note, we've come to the end of the news. So thank you for tuning in to listen until I come your way next time. Enjoy the rest of your day.